Welcome to another episode of RawRadiantHealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm back. I've been away for the past month or so. Went through some major moving, so I was literally past 2 weeks just packing up, saying goodbye, and I left Canada. I'm overseas now. I'm in Southeast Asia, and I was actually supposed to sort of start my voyage in Thailand, but what ended up happening is less than a week ago it flooded Thailand, Vietnam, and Malaysia, and I was in Hong Kong at the time, so I decided to change my voyage and change my ticket, and I'm in Bali. So it's great to be here. I was here about 4 years ago for a couple of months, so it's nice to be somewhere familiar, but Bali has changed quite a bit since I was last here, but it's a total pleasure to be back. So I'm really happy, and I'm just excited, and I'm excited to get the videos going again and everything happening. So today, what I decided to talk about is, because I know in the past I've been trying to encourage you guys to try different fruits and vegetables. You know, a lot of times when people get onto raw foods, they only go with what they know. You know, it's like the same lettuce and the bananas and the watermelon, and that's about it, and they don't kind of go past that. So a lot of times we don't realize just how many beautiful exotic fruits and vegetables are out there, and just all the varieties and different things that we should be trying, because it's really important to have a variety in your diet and have many different things. So today I want to actually talk about one of my favorite fruits in Bali. This is the passion fruit, and I love passion fruit, and there's many varieties of it. This is the yellow one, but you can find passion fruit that's actually like purple and much smaller in size, and what I love about the passion fruit here is that it's extremely sweet, and the passion fruit that I find in North America, it's imported, and it's very tart, and so the taste is very different. This is much more subtle here. But in general, I love passion fruit. Anywhere I can find it, I'm always buying it. And so I wanted to talk about it, encourage you, if you see this in your grocery store, try it out. You know, it might be a little pricey here and there if it's imported, and not much is being imported, but sometimes you can actually find it at a decent price. I know I have in the States and also in Canada. So this is a great fruit for, what I was thinking is that a lot of times in North America, people make fruit salads, and for some reason, I don't know if it's just me or what I grew up with, but when people make fruit salads, they always add orange juice to it, just to make it kind of juicy. And one thing that when I got into raw foods, and especially when I was in Hawaii about almost 2 years ago, and they have a lot of passion fruit there as well, and I used to use passion fruit as a way in a fruit salad to make it kind of juicy, because it's got a lot of liquids in it, and it's got the fruit itself. So this is a beautiful addition to a fruit salad. Even eating it on its own is always good. And also, if you ever are juicing, you can add it to a juice, or you could add it to a smoothie, but there are a lot of seeds in it. You eat the seeds, but it's not maybe something you want to add to a smoothie, because it just might be a little too crunchy. So I'm going to just actually show you the inside of it, what it looks like. But just to know how to select a good passion fruit, you usually have to be able to kind of squeeze it. Any fruit that's got a shell, like a mangosteen, those kind of fruits, you need to be able to squeeze it. If it's rock hard, then it's not ripe yet. Okay, so you need to sort of be able to press your finger into it. Okay, and let's open it up. Okay, so to open it up, just hold it in your hand, and how I do it is I actually just sort of carve a circle into it, one that's large enough that I can actually put my spoon into, and then here you go. And so if you can see really close, you see all those seeds? You can eat the seeds. I find they're not as hard as a pomegranate seed, so, and especially the ones here, they're really quite soft, but so it's not like hard sharp seeds or anything. It's just kind of crunchy. So here we got the passion fruit, and as you can see, just put your spoon in there and spoon out the fruit. Super, super yum. Just show you that up close. It's my favorite fruit. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in Chicago, going to university there, this is like 15 years ago, I used to get this man that owned like a small little fruit market in my neighborhood, and he used to carry, you know, like once a year he would get in passion fruit, and whenever he would get it in, I'd give him my phone number and tell him to call me whenever the next batch would come in. That's how much I love this fruit. So, and it's super cheap here. Here I can get like 8 of these for less than $2, whereas in Canada and the States it's like 1 of these for $1 or $2. So big difference when you're here or when you're there. But do try it out. It's such a beautiful fruit. And one thing that I just encourage people to do is eat a lot of fruits that have seeds in it, because you do get that added nutrition from the seeds. So any fruits that have seeds in it, you just get more from it. So much more minerals, and you know, even like a slight little bit of like essential fatty acids and different fats from the actual seeds. Not much, but just a little bit, rather than always just eating so much sweet fruit. All right, so I'm happy to be back, and I'm wishing you guys the most fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.